Hi, Leather Rokk here. Welcome to my channel. I want you to get a close-up look at something. What do you think of this makeup? You want to know how I got it? Well, I got it by buying it. But the palette is the Colou Festival palette from B&H Cosmetics. And one cool thing about this palette is you can do almost a full face of makeup with it. And I will show you how I did it. So, got my hair tie. See, I had to wait for both kitties to cooperate and be in my room. You want to see my Cassie? Oh, look at who's there. I got my Cassie girl. Yes. The other Tabby boy, he went down the hall. They play their little games. And no video is really complete without a cat. So, right, yes, nothing, it just isn't the same without your belly aching. So, now, and this is a look, by the way, that is good to eat. All right, well, I have everything except, guess what? I forgot makeup remover oil. So, you know what I'm going to do? Yes, this is peanut butter. Now, if you got allergies, don't do what I'm doing. Take a spoon of peanut butter. Okay? Just a spoon of peanut butter. Here's what I'm about to do. Oh, Tabby boy's leaving my room. Did you know that peanut butter can work as a makeup remover? This is not just for eye makeup. This will work all over your face if you want. Now, I don't want to make more of a mess than I already am making. But yes, peanut butter, if you're traveling, you're staying at a friend's house and you find yourself in your kitchen, everybody's gone to bed. It's time to take your makeup off and get ready to go to bed, and you don't have any makeup remover. You don't have any special soap. You don't want to be opening up your friends' cabinets and all that stuff. They got peanut butter. Look at how this is coming off. See that? It smells so good too. Oh, and you know what? Even after you've taken your makeup off and you put your new makeup on, you smell like peanut butter afterwards. So if you love peanut butter, I discovered this totally by accident. I was in my kitchen a couple days ago, and I realized it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I really needed to take my makeup off so I could put my skincare on and all that jazz. And I'm running very low on salad oil, and I couldn't find my big, almost new jar of coconut oil. And the only olive oil I have is this tiny little bit in a spray bottle that's used as like a spray pan. So I'm thinking, oh, and I had knocked over this jar of peanut butter onto the floor, and the jar lid was not on very tightly, so a little of it spilled out onto the floor. So as I'm cleaning it up, I'm thinking, why don't I put it on my face and see what happens? And darn if it wasn't just like any other oil-based remover. You towel off or wipe off, and then if you have oily skin, then use a soapy cleanser, do a double cleanse. It feels good. I mean, think of it. Peanut oil, why not? If you can tolerate oils, now I might not recommend this if you have acne prone skin, because some oils have thicker molecules and some oils have thinner molecules, and I believe peanut oil is one of those heavier feeling oils. It's not going to sink into your skin like maybe an argan oil or a borage seed oil or the different oils that people use for their hair and their face. But I imagine if you're not using a lot, it can't be bad for you. Just like people do that with coconut oil, people do that with olive oil especially. And those kind of oils have fatty acids in them, which are good for the skin. Now, I thought, oh yes, okay, I washed my hands before I did all this. I wet this washcloth so that I could make sure that my eyeballs aren't greasy. That feels really good. I love the smell. I'm filming this actually the same day that you're going to see this. I had to wait for quiet. I did not feel like filming last night. I was just, I would have had to, I had a full face of makeup on and everything, but I would have had to wash it off. And plus, I wasn't wearing this makeup yesterday. I didn't really know what I was going to film about, and I wasn't in the right frame of mind, so I said, let me crank something out today. And then I had to wait for there to be quiet in my house. I didn't want to do it at nighttime. I wanted to do it during the day. Let me close my door again. Okay, that feels really good. So this is a palette that we're going to be using, and this, I got so many things out of this. All the color that you saw on my face, including my eyebrows. For my eyebrows, now I didn't bother taking them off because I wanted to save time. Already we're at 6.5 minutes. I used this real dark purplish, brownish, blackish, weird color called Rave. I like on this palette that it's sturdier than, well, this is a B&H Cosmetics palette. Their palettes are sturdy. I like that it is a cardboard palette, so it feels like it's sturdy. I still kid glove my palettes, I really do. I like to keep the original packaging for the most part. It comes in handy sometimes, it really does. But this I used with this brush, and I applied my eyebrows after my foundation. And I'm going to show you the foundation that I'm wearing. It is the delightful The Ordinary coverage foundation, high coverage foundation formula. My color is 1.0 NS. N is neutral, S is silver. And matter of fact, I'm going to go over and see if there's anything that got wiped off. I'm sure there must be. I really like the pump dispenser on that foundation, that you can control exactly how much you get out. I don't understand all these people applying beauty blenders. It soaks up most of your product. I guess it's good if you can't find foundation that's your color and you end up using a foundation that's a good bit darker. If you use a beauty blender, then because it soaks up so much of the product, you get a very sheer wash of color. Maybe that's just as well. I wouldn't be doing this quickly, but for the sake of doing this on film, just so that I don't smear it and make a mess. I already shot my thumbnail pictures, so this is going to make my schedule today. The way I see it, as long as I post it by midnight, I made my schedule. But there are times when it's actually, by the time you take the processing and all then you have to, when you're posting it, you got to put all this information in there. So that takes time also. So even if it ended up being after midnight, I'd still think that I kept my schedule. You know what? I think I need a little bit more. Now my dress is going to be slipping all day while I do this. I can't help that. I had pins in it earlier, and they kept on opening up and poking me, and that's not acceptable. Plus, they were a little on the rusty side, and I don't want to stain this. This is only the second time I've worn this dress. It's really, really too big, and it's an Ocean Pacific, and it still has a tag, so I just might sell it. Okay, I want to get this again. I want to fix my eyebrow that smudged off a little bit. I really like this brush for things like this. It deposits color really well. Now, one thing about using this as an eyebrow color, don't do this if you're going to go swimming. This is not waterproof, okay? So that's the thing, is this is a great all-purpose palette to take that you can actually do a full face of makeup on. By full face, I mean I even got my blush color. I used this color Chic. This is a matte tan color. I used the dollar store Vivace brush, and I hit just a tiny little bit here and here. Did it already, so I do it again. I actually made for understated other colors so that I could do these colors very vividly. My lipstick is a MAC lipstick. You know, every year on your birthday you get something from Ulta, and this is a lipstick. It is called Velvet Teddy. It is a nude, and as much as I'm not a fan of nudes, this is actually wearable for me. Uh, I normally wear brights and darks with bright makeup, even though some people think that's too much, but sometimes I go ahead and do a nude with it just to let the makeup speak for itself. Okay, let me get the eye stuff. Alright. Alright. This is the Ulta Beauty Matte Eye Primer. Now, one thing I've learned about this, it will dry down. And once it dries down, it really is not good as a primer because you have to apply and apply and apply and apply. And especially if you're using any of these big brushes, you're applying and applying and applying, and it really doesn't adhere. So I think it's best if you're going to use this to apply your shadow over it right away. And don't use a setting powder on top of it, because once it dries, it's just the shadows don't adhere as well. I'm getting a little bit underneath also. Also, if you're very, very, very fair skinned, it might not really be pale enough for your brow bone. Now, first color we're going to use, I'm going to get the brushes out. I'm going to set them here. In fact, I'm going to put this here. I'm going to replace this. Isn't necessary. I finally took this down from where the Christmas tree would normally be. This is, if you've seen my earlier videos, a lot of times I keep my makeup brushes on here when I'm using them. Seems like a nice way to organize them. So with this, I'm going to take this brush here. This is a B&H Cosmetics number 6. It's supposed to be a blending crease brush or something. I'm going to go into Disco. It's a frosty white. I think every palette needs to have a color like this so that the palest people can have something that's kind of flesh tone. I'm going to put this as close to the eyebrow as possible, and I'm going to do the other side. And you hear the sounds of the ghetto out there? So nice. Oh, and you know what else I did with this color? This is also my highlight. And I use the same brush, and I tap it across here, and I hit here. Get him! Perfect highlighter. Got a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, a little here, and a little here. Now, if my wrinkles look like they're sticking out, you know, I've got a temporary solution to that. Inside here is a jade roller. Jade rollers, they feel good. One nice thing they are good for, after you've already put a foundation, you can take them and just roll them. They feel so cool. Now don't smudge your brow makeup, but you do this, and any foundation that settles into fine lines or wrinkles gets blurred out. If you're using a concealer under your eyes and it's a little heavy, roll with this. It feels real good. Any areas where, like, these are your nasal labial folds, this goes right over there. Helps not to smear your lipstick. Okay. This feels real good. And it will even out your foundation if you don't mix in your lipstick like I just did. Well, hopefully you can't see that. Okay. So yeah, these jade rollers, and you can get them real cheap on sites like wish.com. So I have this stored with a concealer. I really don't want to dirty this dress. The only thing about colors like this, they really are tricky. It's so easy to get stained on them. All right, the first of the eyelid, the real eyelid colors, going to use B&H Cosmetics. This is silver handles. There's some kind of reason for it. You know, I'm not sure exactly what kind is. Excuse me. There is a lime green matte shade here. It's called Haze. Dip this into the brush like this. Get right in your eye socket. And close your eyes and just wiggle it, wiggle it, wiggle it. You want to work kind of quickly because you want your eye primer to still be tacky so the stuff shows up. Because when I was taking the thumbnail pictures for this look, I went in several rooms to really show up the eyes vividly. Because I thought for sure one of the bathrooms would show the colors the best, but I wasn't really thrilled. And I got some shots in the kitchen, but the kitchen doesn't have the plain blank white walls that I would prefer for my background. Okay, when this looks big enough, like I guess maybe dime size on each one, time for the next color. Now, I'm going to use another very similar brush. Let me see, that might be the same size. Yeah, they look like identical brushes, even though, I don't know. I don't know if they're identical. One looks a little bit flatter, one looks a little bit pointier, but they look pretty identical to me. There is a darker green color called Electronic. We're going around. Probably should tap off excess. Now I'm going, if you're imagining a chevron, I'm taking the stripe and I'm going like this. I might need to get more of this color on. You don't want to wiggle it because you don't want to spread it out, but you do want it to show a little bit beyond the crease. And then hit the other side. And then, of course, try to be symmetrical with this. Maybe these lights are a little too close and it's glowing too much. Now, if I turn this light out here, I'm afraid that it might be, light would be only on one side, so I don't want to do that either. Okay, just the idea is for these to get symmetrical and the colors to be going out this way. And don't worry about blending them because through the movement of your eyeball, they'll blend naturally anyway. That's why I would recommend having this palette with you for touch-ups. and it's not waterproof. I'm going to stress this. I really must stress this. And you know what? I better put the lid on the peanut butter so I don't get makeup in it. That would really not be good. Next color we're going to use, I'm using the B&H Pro Studio Pro brush in number 5. This looks like it's a little bit bigger than these brushes here, but they seem awfully similar, except for the handle is what, a third of an inch shorter. Maybe it's a little bit fuller. I was really guessing. And we're going to use this bright blue color here called Denim. I'm going to wiggle this in the center, tap off, and I'm going to go to get some more. You have to allow, there's going to be one more color. So I think it goes without saying that this look would probably be thought of as quite a club look. Here's the same brush, the B&H Cosmetics Studio Pro number 5. And this is in this real dark purpley blue kind of shade called VIP. Looks almost black. Get this, the top, I like to stick the top on, tip on, and turn it around. Now, this gets a little tricky. Want to start kind of at the edge where you kind of want it to the limit, you know, which is usually the tip of your eyebrow, and come in toward and do the same thing with the other side. You know, these brushes really aren't pointy enough to do this, but you still want, since these are really big dramatic pieces of color, we're going to end up making kind of a triangle like this. So you have your outer V, and any blending is going to be actually just so that it goes evenly from here to the blue and the blue to the green. So that's where your blending is going to be. And I'm not using a separate clean blending brush. I'm just using the brush that I'm going to try not to add extra color to do this, because especially with these dark colors, once the color's on there, if you have it where you don't want it, it's a big challenge to take it off. Okay, I'm going to try not to dip into that anymore. Now, it's good to go over the other colors to intensify them, starting in their order. I'm going to go for that electronic, that bright green, and I'm just going to make sure you can see it. And hope there's not a bunch of fallout to fix. Now, when I first did this, I didn't have a winged black eyeliner with it, but I think maybe I will add that to the finished product. This lime looks fine, but you know what? I think I'll add some more. Now let's do the under part. For the lower eyeliner, I'm using the green from ColourPop's The Beat Drop liner set. This has 5 eyeliners that are all in dayglow colors that are all named after techno pop festivals. And now the one critique I have about this line of eyeliners is they're all the swivel up kind, and I have a couple of purple shades of liners that the liner part broke off, and totally ended up wasting my money. I got like 2 uses out of them. So these liners are very, very, very fragile. That said, if you can keep them from breaking, they seem to be waterproof. And this set, I don't know if they sell it anymore. It has a white, a yellow, an orange, a pink, and a green, all bright dayglow colors. Now this, I'm only going to use a tiny little bit of my under eye. I'm going to go oh, you know what? Oh, you see what I did? You see what I mean? About these being fragile? Look, I just wasted a little bit of this eyeliner. And I'm not happy about that. I really prefer pencils or pot gel liners. I'm not buying any more of this particular formula. The only company that makes an eyeliner version like this that is not too terribly fragile, and at least is at a cheap price, so if it breaks, I'm not going to cry a river, is either LA Colors or what's that other one? The one they sell at the Dollar Tree. Yeah, it's LA Colors or God, I don't remember the other one. Anyway, do this a little bit. You see, now I wasn't able to get enough on this side. I'm going to try to use that broken off part, because I hardly ever use these because they're so fragile. I didn't know that when I got the set of them. And one time I spent $20 on one of their little 9-pan palettes just to get 2 purple eyeliners with it, and one of the eyeliners broke. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this tiny little brush. I really love this. I wish I'd gotten more. This is B&H Cosmetics. It is, I can't see the number on it, but you know what it is? I can see what it is. It's brush V9 Vegan Eye Precision Brush. I would like 3 or 4 of these. These are really great for doing a fine eyeliner of some kind, and I'm just going to roll it on denim, that bright blue. And I'm going to go a little bit underneath here. I love the way this brush feels. I'm not going all the way to the outer corner because I want to allow for one more color. That one more color is going to be the outer color that we used here, which would be VIP. Wait a minute, I want to make sure something. What color did I say I put on here? Was it VIP or was it Rage? I put VIP on there. Okay, just checking. Okay, VIP. Gonna take this. You can use either one actually. When I first did the diagram, I used the other one, but you know what? This is better. And this is going to unify the whole look. Now, I noticed one other thing here. There. So that. What do you think? Oh. How's about some winged eyeliner? Alright. Oh, here it is. And I'm going to use the Wet n Wild H2O Proof. And I'm not going to do anything underneath. I was going to waterline my lower line, and I said, no, I'm not going to bother with that. First of all, you do that, it just makes your eyes smaller anyway, and you close them up. I'm just going to do some on the upper, being very careful not to smudge it. That makes me so nervous. You go through all this effort. Where are you going? Excuse me. Where are you going? Excuse me, where are you going? Oh, God, got an escapee. I'm trying to put my makeup on, and she's escaping. Oh, no, we're not doing that. No, you go back there. What's up with this? Think, oh, she's distracted. She's not going to pay any attention. I'm going to leave. No, you're not. I'm watching cat hairs in my makeup. Like it? Of course. I'm going to blink till it dries. Never fails. I got cats who upstage everything I do. Well, you watch. Tabby Boy's going to be waiting for me in the kitchen. Time for some mascara. I had it set out here so I wouldn't have to dig for it. Oh, Cassie, my Cassie baby. Oh, check this out. I finally have a basket heavy enough to carry these palettes. Most of my baskets are these cheap plastic things, and you know, palettes can be quite heavy. And it's nice that I can grab them. And everything that's small and medium size, well, there are some small ones, palettes that I don't have in here. If I not crazy about it, I don't have it in here. So, you know, on the subject of doing a makeup collection video, the problem with that is that's only going to be as accurate as maybe in a month or two. There's going to be other things that you're going to buy, so they're never accurate for long. So, and there's things that I know I really intend to get that are on my wish list, and I figure as soon as I make this video, like in a month, I'm thinking, oh, I wish I'd put this in it. I wish I put that in it. Right now, I wish I had my mascara. I have to use another one, but I want to use the skull one. I really love that skull mascara. It has such a nice big giant brush. I have some other mascaras that are in here that I don't absolutely love them. And I don't want to open up a new mascara. And if I use this mascara here, this is cute, but it doesn't have much, it's really dry. Okay. You know what? I might not have any choice but to break out a brand new mascara that I got in when I got this. Here, let me show you. When I got this was supposed to be $19.99, but I actually got it for $17.99. It included a makeup pouch with some makeup in it, and one of the things it included was the Ulta Beauty Bold Ambition Volumizing and Conditioning Mascara. Well, I guess we're going to check it out, huh? Even though I wasn't planning on opening up another mascara, because I like to actually give them a chance to use them. But, oh, this is interesting. Look at the brush on this. It's like more like a comb. Wow, I think I've seen pictures of mascaras that look like this. Alright, where's that palette so I can use it as a mirror? I bet my skull mascara is in my bathroom. I am reluctant to put mascara on my lower lashes because I really don't want to disguise or obscure the colored eyeliners. That's why I would recommend, if you do want to wear mascara top and bottom, put the mascara on before you put on those lower liners. Otherwise, I find it's next to impossible to prevent mascara from obscuring and covering up all that pretty colored eyeliner. And unless you're going to go through the effort to buy colored mascaras, and then you're doing that keeping in mind that they recommend you not hold them for too long because of bacterial growth. So I have a purple colored mascara, and it's way older than 4 months, and I'm not going to throw it out even though I've sure it according to what the labels say. I haven't worn it enough for it to dry out, and at the price of this makeup, you know, this wasn't something that I got for wish.com for $3. Well, I don't remember how much it was. It's by NYX. All their stuff is not that cheap. I mean, they're considered a drugstore brand, but a lot of their makeup is more than I want to spend. This is interesting. I'm not going to bother with mascara on my lower thing. That's just going to ruin things. Well, this is interesting. I would like to, maybe I should try putting this on before I put eyeliner on so that I wouldn't have, because the eyeliner is actually caught in the lashes and made them a little bit clumpy, which is kind of cool because it makes them look fuller. So, see all the stuff that you can get out of this? You really can use this palette for more than just your eye makeup. With a cheek or slash contour color and a highlight color, if you have very, very dark skin, I imagine you could use this gold as a highlight color. And you have dayglow colors, so you could wear this definitely for clubs. You can dance to techno music, whatever. Remember this, B&H Cosmetics Color Festival. And, I'm going to take my hair down. This dress is by Ocean Pacific. I don't know. It's awfully big. I have to pin it to keep it up. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. But then again, it's good to have dayglow colors for dancing. But still, if I don't pin it up, it's just gonna fall down. Okay, I keep on thinking there's something I forgot. Hopefully I didn't. I know I should have a kitty in my arms. All right. If you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you like to subscribe, and I would sure like to subscribe. Wouldn't you like people to watch our videos? Well, if you go to subscribe, hit that bell notification so it looks like it's ringing. That way you won't miss anything I post. And I will do my very best to make sure that I have my cats in my video, because I know that people like to see beautiful pussy cats who don't have to spend hours putting on makeup and spending all kinds of money to buy this makeup. And no matter how much we get, we never have enough. And kitties, all they need is cat food and kitty treats and clean litter boxes and places to sleep and food, lots of food, and kitties are happy. But they don't want to star in videos, so because they get really grouchy. Oh, what's the matter? You don't want to be in my video anymore? Okay. Oh, all right. Take care. Bye.